So I'm wondering if, are any of you experts on anxiety? I mean, from a personal standpoint, are you good enough at it that you think that you could teach a class on how to be anxious? Like if somebody didn't know what anxiety was, Robert Dilts used to use as one of his sort of frames for working through new things. He says, "I'm an anthropologist from Mars." I've just come to Earth and I've met Earth people for the first time. And we were having a conversation and you said something to me about I was anxious yesterday. And I go to myself, gosh, on Mars, we don't have anxiety. I don't know anything about that. What is that? Could you tell me about it? Or from a nice NLP frame, I would say, could you teach me how to do it? So does anybody know anxiety well enough to be able to give me some instructions about how would I go about being anxious? Feel free, somebody raise your hand. Let me chat with somebody. Go ahead, Renee. Open up your microphone and tell me what's step one.
Go to a place of what if? What if this happened? What if that happened? If I do this, what would happen? What if? What if? What if? What if?
Yeah.
What if?
Well, yeah. What if I win the lottery? Oh no, anxious though, right? So we've got.
But that would make you anxious. What if? What if you did win the lottery? Then people would start coming out of the woodwork, and then what would happen? And then you would have to invest in it, because if you didn't, and what if? And what if? Oh well, no, we could go there.
And I'd have to get new woodwork, as a matter of fact. Once, yeah, okay. Yeah, so start doing what if about something. So the thing that's implied in what she's saying is in the future, right? It's anticipatory anxiety. It's like, so this could happen, and if this happens, by the way, then I'm going to go, and then that would happen because of that, and that would cause this to happen, and then oh my god, right? By the way, when you're doing that inside of your head, because we want a good technique for how to get anxious. Okay. When you're doing that inside of your head, is it real? If there's an internal voice that's saying "what if," for example, is that voice really kind of, well, I wonder what, peaceful, easy about it, or in fact,
hands on your hips, point your finger.
That voice has hands on its hips. That's right, and it points a finger. And by the way, I'll bet you, if we want to amplify the anxiety, what we've got to do is we've got to do it faster and faster as well, right? Because really, what if, like Brer Bear or something, we'll probably get it, right? But a little faster, so that helps, right? There's a whole technique here. What people don't understand is that anxiety is something that we do. Mm-hmm. We think that it's something that is happening to us, but it's something that we do. There is an activity involved. There's a certain way that you've got to go about it in order, if you want to be good at being anxious. I'm remembering a Charlie Brown cartoon. Some of you might have seen it. That I hadn't thought about this for a long time until just now. And he's talking to I don't know, to Lucy or to Peppermint Patty or to somebody, and he's looking down. He says, if you want to be depressed, one of the things that you must never do is you must never look up. Like that there's a certain body posture that helps you be depressed, that there's a certain way of holding your eyes that helps you be depressed. There's a certain quality of breathing that's required. And if you don't do it right, you're going to blow it. Isn't it interesting to think that being able to be anxious is a particular kind of expertise? And some people are much better. Some people are Olympic quality, anxiety producers, right? They have mastered it. It's one of Virginia Satir's, my favorite things about Virginia Satir is I saw a video of her talking to a woman that had a phobia of elevators. And Virginia says, and so do you do that every time you get in an elevator? And the woman says, well, yes, every single time. And Virginia's, that's amazing. Few people are that consistent about anything, but, and yet, so just in a casual way, suggesting that this was something that a person does inside. So here's the thing. Thoughts are moving through your consciousness. one after another, after another, after another, every day of your life. Anybody who's ever tried to meditate will tell you that they've had to confront this notion of this stream of thought that continues to, be in the way. If you go into a subway station in Manhattan, and you go down to the train tracks, one train comes in and goes out, and another train comes in and goes out, and another train comes in and goes out all day long, just like these thoughts move through our mind. If you're standing in the subway station, just because a train pulls in, you don't have to get on that one unless it's going where you want it to go. And we don't really appreciate the fact that we actually have a similar choice with regard to our thoughts. So you're standing in the subway station and the train comes in, and on the front of the train, there's a little thing that says where the train is headed. If the train comes in and it says to hell and back, I think it's perfectly okay to go, I'll wait for the next one. I took that one yesterday. I already know about that one. I'll wait for the next one. And if you get yourself caught in the middle of this anxiety producing pattern and you're onto yourself, see, I think the difference with me after working with this kind of stuff for quite a while, it isn't that I don't do any of those things anymore. It isn't that I don't get anxious anymore. But what I do is I bust myself more often. I become aware more often that, oh my God, look at what I'm doing. Look at where my internal processes are taking me. I could do something different. And people will tell me, well, Michael, I can't control my thoughts. Well, I beg to differ with you, but you control your thoughts all the time.